Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin. Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Zakaria. Granit Xhaka. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Raya. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Granit Xhaka. And it's Garcia. Kukçu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Garcia. Foot in. Now that looks a decent ball. Israel leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Garcia is in a really good position out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he latch on to this?
That's good play from him.
Stood up well to him there. Kukçu. Oh, good-looking ball. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed.
Switzerland really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Looking to play him in. Spread neatly, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Oh, he's hit the bar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Ricardo Rodriguez must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Pretty robust defending.
Zakaria. It's Freuler.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Very nicely done. Tries to pass it through. And that's too far for anyone. Freuler. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Serginho. That has not gone well. Freuler. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Zakaria. Now it's Freuler. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Beckenbauer. And it's Rudiger. Rijkaard. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Freuler.
Israel really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Akanji. Granit Xhaka. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Granit Xhaka. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Now it's Villa. Well timed, excellent interception. Garcia knocks it into space. And the flag has stayed down. Xhaka looking sharp there. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Gently done. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Zakaria.
2 added minutes has
Nicely
been
weighted ball. And a chance! Sticks it away! Oh, offside.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Freuler. Now it's Mbolo. He's had it taken off him. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Israel leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Decent chance! Zakaria. And Akanji. Granit Xhaka.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
He's got away. Rudiger. That is good alertness. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Garcia. And it's Garcia. Chips it through. Raya gets it away. Cross into the box. Keeper has taken decisive action. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Israel just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Can he get on the end of this? Granit Xhaka. So we've reached the hour mark. He's in plenty of space here. That's the keeper's ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
They get a throw in.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Israel have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's forced to go back. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Beckenbauer. Rudiger. Kokchu going full tilt down the right-hand side.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodri. And it's Xhaka. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Alvedi gets it away.
Substitution for Switzerland.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Coming on the field.
They've played it short.
23,
Serginho receives it in a... There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Great vision. David Villa. Garcia. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Batistuta. Chance for a shot! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so
Batistuta! Ciao a tutto, sono Batistuta! Ciao, Betora! Stai bem, essas vai, se sai!
Israel are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. No foul, says the referee. Out to the left it goes. Garcia has it out wide and in space. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. And this is Batistuta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Paris ended up in no man's land. Zakaria.
2 added minutes has been
Kanji.
indicated.
Alvedi. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Rodriguez. And that's that. Israel are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. He's tried one! Oh, just over.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher.
And Batistuta! Oh, glorious Bati goal!
Déjame Rafael! Gabriel! לחטף ישראל! אל קפריסי! דקה שביעית! יום טוב לכם!
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Just eases him off the ball. Kukcu. And he's intervened well there. That's a little off target. That has been cut short. He's having a go!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Nicely weighted ball. Israel are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's picked his way through. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Cyprus are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, it seems to...
Goes for goal! Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, they could break here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Castanos. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Serginho. Castanos.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
David Villa. Oh, that was vital. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's had a hit!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he cuts out the supply. Lovely pass, but can he get there? David Villa. That's good defending, very good defending. Castanos. Now that looks a decent ball. And he whips it in. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So he takes a shot! That is delicious! Sumptuous!
Ahí manejó לחזור מזה.
They are flying. He gave it plenty.
אני עושה כמה ש...
Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
על כל הקופה אני הולך אחר.
So time for change. And we hit half-time.
אל תדאגו, אל תדאגו, הכל פתוח במשחק הזה. מבטיח לכם, לא מוותר על המשחק הזה.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Schneider with the cross. That's good play. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's had a shot! Oh, what have he... Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior touches it back. Played back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Has a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Israel do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Castellanos! Decent hit from there. Castanos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Vinicius Junior!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Mbappe gets good distance on it. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him
applies the finish! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Corner number 2 then. Mbappe goes short. Goes for a shot! Well, that has been knocked clear. And that's a real chance missed. Israel have their third corner. Mbappe plays it short. Can he finish? Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Israel can certainly take credit for the way they've gone about their business here. This scoreline is...
Chance! Sticks it away!
Mais fais alors l'arbitre!
Back! Game on again! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Threads one in. That looks a good ball through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bellingham. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Pinches it off him. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now, can they get him away? Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. That has ended up in no man's land. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zahavi! He's shooting! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! Marvellous goal!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Israel have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Griezmann. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, no joy this time. Israel leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That is a great pick out. That is a brilliant interception. Knocks it into space. And he's there to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the left flank. That is good alertness. Well, there's the clearance. Upamecano. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Griezmann. Looking for a run-up. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. France looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can.
It's Dembele! That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread it left. Now it's Barcola. And this is Dembele. It's come to nothing. Cleared without complication. Mignon clears.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. That was well played, well stopped.
And that is out of play. And he was quick to react. Goes for the shot! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. And it's Griezmann. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Chouameni. Griezmann. Shot could... Hopper! It's a goal! France are back on level terms. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. That'll be a throw-in. Marcola providing an outlet on that flank, and he's certainly onside here. Popper! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back on the way. Out towards the flank. And the counter is on. Nicely spread. Now it's Solomon. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Pings in, he rises! Goal! Israel! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Out to the left it goes. And that pass just didn't quite work. Chouameni. Pogba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great vision. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
So we've reached the hour mark. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. And he's decided to go for it. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Ambitious ball here. Barcola. And he's whipped it across. He's had a shot! Just off target. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And this is Griezmann. Great ball, and he shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Barcola deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an imaginative pass. Now that's well seen too. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He can get that clear. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That has not gone well. That pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Zahavi finds himself offside.
Israel surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Le numéro 24, le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
There it goes for a shot. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Israel presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Żało czekać Izrael FFA! Wow!
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Israel take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
He's having a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
But pour l'équipe de
Any
France.
thoughts on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Mayulu wins the duel this time. 4 extra minutes added on. Koundé. Chouameni. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries from a long way out. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Jej!
And the referee
Zapada
brings it to a
bajka!
close. Israel can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Israel really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, voici venu le moment de notre grande tombola. Veuillez vous munir des billets qui vous ont été remis avant d'accéder aux tribunes.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Kaká. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. Spread out to the left. Now it's Martinelli. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Joelinton. Matches could... And he shoots! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Eder Militao. Zahavi! It's hit the upright. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least...
Oh no, this does not look good. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Tries to play it through. He is through here. Oh, it's just a little long.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Threads one in. Now it's Matheus Cunha. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Eder Militao. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is good alertness. Zahavi. That's been cut out, well played. Joelinton. Played out to the left flank. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. And it's Joelinton. Now it's Rafinha. Matheus Cunha. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Brazil with the corner. They're first. Header comes in! Oh, denied brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Done delicately.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Surely! And that has been knocked clear. Linton gets a good foot in there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lofted in. And it's hoisted clear. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Linton. Kaka. Foot in. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! First blood drawn. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And he cuts out the supply. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That pass has been well intercepted. Brazil finding their passes. Good running, strong and purposeful. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Can he get onto this? He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior. Kakarot claims comfortably. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Linton, passing is crisp and sharp. Eder Militao makes the interception. Great vision. And the shot's on here. Chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
And the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That was venomous. Can he get on the end of this? Sabinho swung over. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Sahabi.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, that pass isn't the best. Linton. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Israel have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Casemiro. Clipped into space. And it's Kaka. Savinho. Vinicius Junior. And he's certainly onside here. Danger averted for now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Serginho, pass somewhat off target. Solomon, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Vinicius Junior.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's running through. And he's there to get it away.
Substitution for Israel. Number 27, number 16, number 4. Coming on the field.
Casemiro is there to clear.
Number 20.
Steaming on. Chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Israel must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos. Into the last 5 minutes. Serginho has it in a wide position. And the ball's gone astray.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he plays one through. It's Sahabi! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish! 9 minutes, and we're all square again. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And they've got rid. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution for Israel, number 14. Number 8.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 24.
Israel did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, delightful ball. And the keeper takes decisive action. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's cut it out. Looking for options for movement, and he's worked it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's a sharp little ball here. Eder Militao. Oh, that's a key interception. Linton. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shot a goal! Great effort, but the end of the first period of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Israel, number 10. Coming
Exhaustion,
on the field
physical and mental.
number 21.
Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And he was quick to react. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Shoots! Cleared away. Not the most accurate pass. And that looks a decent ball. Cute ball now. How can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Savinho. No, that's been intercepted. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Short changes him with that pass. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. He's gone for it! Excellent challenge. He's having a go! Oh, a very decent attempt. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. An exchange of stares and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
João Pedro is the next man in the spotlight. It's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. 2 to the good. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Israel are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
The third man in the queue. Big character, big moment, big save. Israel with this chance to pull 2 clear. No! Denied remarkably.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Oh, what a save!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. And he delivers! Perfect result, perfect outcome. The test passed with you look back on the game then, Jim.
Israel can be really happy with this.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden... And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
He's a sharp little ball here. Zahavi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Not too many have the power, or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Decent hit from there. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Balde. Oyathabal. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's forced to go back. Perez. Yamal. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Oyathabal. Foot in. Now it's Zahavi. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he get it through? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a pretty loose pass. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oyathabal! Goal! Spain! The breakthrough strike! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 19 minutes is number 21,
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Looking for the run.
That's positional.
Real chance! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Israel are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have
Shapes to shoot! No, it's wide.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Solomon. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, that looks a decent ball. Played into space out wide. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, no joy this time. Well, they've got it again. Threads one in. And it's Rodri. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's beaten the last man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the pass is intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He gets big! And it's headed over.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Played out towards the right wing. Nicely aimed pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been cut short. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Sahavi. Rodri. That has been slung wide. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Balde. And there's the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Balde receives it in a wide position. Sahavi, not the most accurate pass. Oyarzabal knocks it out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. They get a throw in. And it's Balde. Kubasi.
Pretty robust defending.
And they win it back again. He is through here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Sahavi, and he cuts out the supply. And this is Torres. He's having a go. And he's steered it beyond the post.
Nico Williams clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And he's searching through. Zahavi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ferran Torres to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Now it's Zahavi. Pedro Porro calmly anticipates. Ferran Torres. Balde, who does have an assist to his name. Nice sequence of passes this. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Ferran Torres tries from a long way out. They've scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Israel clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. Ferran Torres. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Zahavi, and he was quick to react. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. Al Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. And no, that was never going to make it. And this is Torres. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's intervened well there. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. And he's there to retrieve it. He's gone for goal. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. Just 5 minutes left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Dani Olmo. And the shot! Delicious from Dani Olmo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And This is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy. Goes for goal. He's put it wide. Pedro Porro. Rodri. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, what's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's tried one! And the keeper's well positioned. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's it. Israel suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also...
Bakula! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that's ambitious. Just a fraction high.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Simons. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kante makes the interception. Timber. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Timber. And it's De Jong. The muscular approach does pay off here. It's played through for him. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he... And the shot! But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And it's played in. Koeman tries to clear.
France would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You could feel it.
Upamecano, that is ended up in no man's land. And here's Xerxes. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. And he's intervened well there. Still goalless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard. Timber. Chance! Decent enough try.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. De Jong tries to play it through, knocks it into space. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too. And he cuts out the supply. De Jong. Van Dijk. Timber. Now it's Xerxes. Now it's De Jong. Reinders. Great shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Gently done. Olise. Xavi Simons. And here's Xerxes. De Jong.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Simons. Now it's Barcola. And it's De Jong. This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's had it nicked away. That's really well cleared. Looking for options for movement. Kamavinga. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard. De Jong. De Jong. Can he get it through? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the good chance here! He's going for goal! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Now, can they get him all? There's the shot! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. It's Dembele!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Nicely weighted ball. Reinders. Dembele. Out for a throw. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Zirkzee. Now it's Brobby. And he's running through. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh no, this does not look good. Timber cuts it out. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Oh, that's a key interception. De Jong. And it's Reinders. Oh, no joy this time. Elise. Kamavinga. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Simons. Passing nice and neat. Zirkzee! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
De Jong. So we've reached the hour mark. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
The Netherlands clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains real chance! Kamavinga. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Reinders. Oh, easy pickings there. That is good alertness. Timber. This is De Jong. Reinders. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get on the end of it? Robbie! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And here's Reinders.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Decent chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Attention, changement.
The Netherlands can now introduce the first of their substitutes. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
He's looking wide. Van der Ven. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Chouameni. Oh, that's well spotted. De Jong. Memphis Depay. Has a shot! Decent hit and on target.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Probing pass. Into the last 5 minutes. That is a great pick out. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot. Oh, what about that? Finally, finally, finally. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Changement.
The Netherlands making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
France take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And that's been won straight back. 2 minutes to be added on. Threads one in. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. That's that, the end. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'll be keeping an eye on this fella, Solanke, who I'm sure will be leading the line out there. He's very strong in the air, he's excellent with his back to goal, and he's really good at protecting the ball.
There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Goal! Israel! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Number 8, Eduardo Camavinga.
Israel have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Musiala, he's found the... Musiala! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's a sharp pass. And it's Fernandez. Mbappe! It'll be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the through shoots! Loose ball. In he goes again! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
14, David Villa.
Israel are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Solanke. Now that looks a decent ball. No outsmarting him this time. Van Dijk. Palmer. That ball looks a good one. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. For Palmer. Vardiol. And here's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Conte. Fernandez. And it's Van Dijk. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Guardiola. He has found the way through. That's a corner kick. Messi pulls short. And he's in on goal. And he's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that...
He's had a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Israel, after 35 minutes,
and that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Israel take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish it.
He's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Alexander-Arnold for Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And here's Kane. Palmer. He's on it. Can he get away? Rudiger with the clearance. Palmer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
There will be
Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. And here's Solanke. Fernandez shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Pacho. Out to the left it goes. Now, what about a counter-attack? There is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Musiala, and he's managed to get free. David Villa has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Villa brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Fernandes. A probing pass, and he plays one through. And the shot! He scores! The second half sparks straight into life. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Nigeria get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Messi plays it short, delivers the ball. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Vardiol. Fernandes. Great vision. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivers with... He's had a shot! Sensational from David Villa! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Israel go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Kane. Vardiol. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Caicedo. Camavinga. Palmer. Rudiger does well to get it back. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball if he can get there. And that was very necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Solanke. Messi looking to run onto it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he finish? It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Takes a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Nigeria choosing to make the first change.
Number 10, Mbappe. Number 9, Fernandez. Coming on the field, number 26, Robertson. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 44, Fagioli. Substitution.
Fagioli. 75 minutes played. Now it's Solanke. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Real chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, that's fabulous. Tacho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Drogba. And he's intervened well there. Fagioli. Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! They've done it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Number 15.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Israel clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away.
The goal scorer for Israel.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Israel grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
That has ended up in no man's land. Fagioli. And Robertson. And he's managed to gift it back. Fagioli. Palmer proves just a little bit too strong. He's being urged to shoot. It's out for a goal kick. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Drogba. Oh, well measured. And he cuts out the supply. And that's it. Israel pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right...